I belong in the altar yet. Well, like Bob said, I usually go to the 11, and I just kind of wrote this. I had been asking the Lord, what should I say, what should I say, and it didn't come. And I went to see my grandchildren they belong to a different church, and they had a ceremony, and he spoke to me again. He said, okay, that's what you're going to talk about. So here it goes. First, before I begin, I would like to thank Pastor Jim and Bob for giving me the opportunity to speak today. It is my pleasure and that of my great-grandfathers and great-grandmothers that I speak for them today and share with you how the Great Wakantanka, that's what we refer to him as the Great Spirit, Great Wakantanka, is and has always been a part of our history. I can only speak from my own experience. My name is Rachael Craig. I am of Chumash Iñaki descent. I was born and raised in very humble surroundings in Santa Monica, California. Now, if you know about Santa Monica, you know it isn't humble. But back when I was growing up, we lived in a section that was very, very humble. We were very poor. I've traced my lineage from early 1700 Channel Islands off the coast of Southern California to the mountains of Santa Monica, 10 generations. I attended Santa Monica High School. It was a fun place, various sport clubs, metro, but something didn't feel right. Something was tugging at me. I still had to find that out. As far as I can remember, our family's roots have always been in the church and ceremony. My mother was very spiritual and taught us early what and who the Great Wakantanka is. For our family's weekends, they were either spent at church or going to her uncle's ranch in Topanga Canyon. There, she would cut us loose and we would just run the rolling hills and climb the trees. And she would say, you need to sit down and listen to what he's saying to us. I was like, I don't have time for that. I didn't even know what she was talking about, to be honest. And find my spot here. So she said, that's why we bring you here to the wild. Okay, yeah, great, okay, wild Indian in the wild. That's why we're here at his ranch. Well, there were so many trees to climb, etc. She would often speak of the 8 gifts of the Great Wakantanka that he had to impart to us. And she said, I need to sit down with your uncle, and we're going to speak, and then burn the bush. Well, I later found out the bush was sage. Later through the years, Mom would say, if you look out to the wind, you will hear him call you. Feel it, hear it, he's speaking to you. Or she would say, see those mountains? Those are the guardians who take care of this place. They remind us that we are the gatekeepers and the caretakers of this place. We have to take care of it, so don't litter. Pick up your trash. See how he is with us in all that he has created. He never leaves us, and we are the caretakers of this place. He's looking right at you. Do you see him? Gosh, I thought, really? Where? Where is he? When I was 30 years old, married, working as a nurse, and raising my family, she came to me and said, I have something to tell you. I was scared. I thought, what's she going to say? She was always saying something, and some truth came out of her mouth, and I was like, oh gosh. I asked, was I adopted? She said, no. She said, you are an Indian. My father's blood is washed in you. Oh, excuse me. Born in this place to bring peace and understanding. How the Great One wants us to live and take care of this place. We must tell all that balance of energy is important in receiving if you want to hear him. I was floored and understood this later as the years went by, as Mom kept teaching us. I knew then why I felt different in high school. Different, but the same as the mountains I always felt comfortable at. And the gifts that she talked about are the gifts that 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verses 8 through 10 describe. They are wisdom, knowledge, faith, healing, work of miracles, prophecy, discerning of spirits, and speaking and interpretation of tongues. So you see, what Mom was teaching me was that his creation is our quiet place. The ocean waves, the two-legged and the four-legged, the rain, the wind, the moon, the sun, the trees, the forest. Everything we touch was created by him. All are living things. All of these things are his way of saying that we must learn to balance our souls through meditation and dance so we can be in harmony with his creation to better receive his gifts that are waiting for us. All we have to do is ready ourselves to listen. Knock and the door shall be open to you. A home. Thank you.
I'd like to share with you our scripture for the day. There are two. Both of them are relatively brief. The first